They've done pretty well against Cleveland, so we'll see. 7:10 tonight on MMS as we get into the last handful of weeks in Major League Baseball. Franmil Reyes goes to the Chicago Cubs, by the way. Franmil. You don't meet a lot of Franmils.
No. He's the only one I've ever heard.
Well, listen, for those of you maybe you're expecting and you just can't agree, you got the girl's name figured out. It's going to be Hilda. But you can't come up with the guy's name, you know? He wants to name the kid after, you don't know, right? It's going to be a surprise. You don't know if it's going to be a boy or a girl, but you got to have it figured out. He wants to name it after his great-grandfather that he never met, but it's a nod to his family, and he wants to do right by them. She wants to name the kid after a character from one of her favorite television shows. It's very of the moment, but it's going to age out and not very well. Franmil. Split the difference. Franmil.
And how is that splitting the difference?
Doesn't matter if the last name's Berkheimer or anything like that. Nothing's going to go well with Berkheimer anyway. Franmil Berkheimer.
Jerry.
Go with, huh?
Jerry Berkheimer.
Jerry Bruckheimer? Is that what you're talking about? Famed producer Jerry Berkheimer.
Yeah.
It'd be great if you meet that guy. Oh my God, Jerry Berkheimer. Oh, I love your movies.
Yeah.
Top Gun.
Pirates of the Indian Ocean.
Pirates of the Indian Ocean. Pirates of the Black Sea. Yeah. So, anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. Guardians Tigers tonight, 7:10 here on WMMS. Boy, the San Diego Padres thought that they had it all lined up. They had Manny Machado. They got Juan Soto from the Nationals, right? They're like, they got Mike Clevenger out there. They are gonna be killing everybody. They haven't scored in 23 innings. Padres got some ice-cold bats right now.
But their fans are having a good time.
Fans are having a great time. Why not? If you're living in San Diego, you're out there, you're like, if this doesn't work out, I'll go surfing.
Did you see the fight?
I did see the fight. Yeah. But that's a talented team. It's just a weird team right now. So if they, if they have to go on the road for some wild card games, who knows what will happen. But they were seriously lining everything up. It's too late in this season, though, right? You got to plan for next season. They're planning for next season. There's always next year. How long has that been the mantra here in Cleveland? Or any city that has subpar returns on their professional sports. There's always next year. That's right. Sewage overflows into Lake Erie at Edgewater Beach last night. Boy, there were huge storms coming through. We've talked about this before.
Oh, my God.
Mary, as a point of order, poo-poos the notion. She thinks that the sun rises and sets, as it actually does, on Edgewater Beach, but she turns a blind eye to the waves of poop that might happen out there when the public advisories are issued by our friends at the Northeast Ohio Regional Sewer District.
That's exactly what you said.
No, it isn't. I said if you pay attention and you don't go when the red poop flag is out, and you go when the green no poop flag is out, then you're going to be fine. Don't swim in the poop water.
You said you can swim there every day, even in the winter.
I never said that.
You said that.
You said you were out there surfing the waves of poop. You were sailing the seas of cheese, as it were.
The poop help is what you use to style your hair.
No.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
You called it a poo maid.
Nope.
I can't remember the last time I've been to the beach.
I can. New Jersey, a couple of weeks ago.
Interesting.
It was phenomenal. You can't remember the last time you were at the beach? Go today.
No.
Go after the show.
I got stuff to do. I'm following Bill to the new studio.
You're following him? You know where the new studios are.
No,
right,
I do.
We're going down there, and I'm going to show him a few things.
You're going down there tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you going to show him?
Well, I'm going to do my podcast, and I'm going to show him
Well,
the stuff that I know.
I have never worked the equipment there, the new equipment.
All you'll have to work is the phone screening.
Understandable, but I might want to do my podcast from there as well.
I see.
So I want to do some things.
Just don't. Well, you're not going to do it from that room. You do it from another room.
I'm following. I'm just going to look at what Bill's doing. I'm not going to touch anything.
Yeah, don't touch anything.
I'm still afraid to touch things
Don't screw up my room before I get in there.
But to what
Nolan and I have to share that room. Think of us. For once in your life, don't think of yourself. Think of me. Don't screw up that room before I get in there.
I'll think of you all
Don't
night.
touch anything. Don't even think of me when you're touching yourself.
Okay.
Can't tell me what
From
to do.
now on, I won't.
Can't tell me what to do.
I don't even know what Bill's doing in there. Just don't touch anything.
It's what I do. It's where I do my podcast.
I know. I don't know what you're doing in there.
I'm putting the volume up and then talking. It's very simple.
All right.
It's not a lot of.
These boards are unnecessarily complicated, and there's going to be a learning curve on them.
They are.
For everything I need to
That's
do.
why I want to go beforehand, because I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Well, you watched the videos, didn't you?
I did watch the videos, but that literally,
I know. They're very, very...
I had more questions after the videos were
I
done.
know. Same. I go, how could those be so low on information and so utterly complicated?
And it was so funny because they had like...
But we'll learn. It's fine. It's brand new stuff. We'll learn it. It'll be fine. But, you know, for the first couple of weeks, I got to get my sea legs down there.
I almost thought about it because the one guy on the video is from Chicago, and I'm friends with him on Facebook. And I was like...
Brady Broski?
Yeah, I was like, I'm just going to ask it. Like, no, don't ask. Don't ask about the board. Because they just did it so
He
calm.
barely looked like he knew what he was doing.
They all just look so
man,
calm.
Get in here and make a video. He's like, okay. And then we push this, and then we put this, and then we got to push this twice, and then we'll push this. I'm like, come on.
I know. But about the rain and thunderstorms last night, you were not joking. I was leaving here from the gym, and I nearly crashed.
Say it like that.
Yeah, why do you say it like that?
Because it makes me cry.
Why?
Because it just makes me cry.
What did you work on last night? Was it leg day?
I walked I jogged 4 miles.
How was that at the gym?
Because I did it in a gym.
Oh, you did it on the treadmill.
I did it on the treadmill.
I see.
So yeah, I just like jogged 4 miles. So I got my steps in, and then I'm like, all right, well, I'll see what.
How long did that take you?
I pump it up to like 5 or 4.
Do you do it on an incline?
Pretty good.
Yeah, I do it. So I do a mile every 15 minutes.
That's great.
So yeah, I do it within an hour. It's just an hour working out. It's not horrible.
Okay.
I was gonna do it tonight, but again, I'm going downtown. But when I left, I was like, okay, what healthy meal am I gonna have for dinner today? And I walk out, I was like, why is it so dark? It's only 8 o'clock. And then I was like, oh. And so I got on the highway, everyone's putting their hazards on, and there's a stupid truck coming by and just like whooshing. Oh, same sound.
Yeah, but that one kind of fit.
Hydroplaning.
That one's okay.
I'm like, I don't have time for this. I was just so irritable.
What did you have to get to? Home? I don't have time for this. You're
legs
going
hurt.
home to nothing.
I was hungry. I was gonna stop at Chipotle, but I was like, I don't even want to do it anymore. I just want to go home and order something.
Oh, boy. Mm-hmm. And so what did you order?
It was Liquid Planet.
Smoothie place.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they got good pitas and stuff.
Okay, well, good.
Stupid.
See, you gotta... None of it's any fun, but you got to think of the end result.
I know.
You got to think of that sweet $200 you're going to get from one Mary Lynn Santora.
But the money...
That's what you got to... The end goal.
I understand that, but like...
Do you find yourself more motivated by having a bad attitude or by having a good attitude?
A bad attitude.
Okay.
Like I wake up in the morning, I'm like, I get to be mean today.
You can't...
because
I get to be
because
mean. You can't motivate... Well, I guess you can motivate yourself with a bad attitude.
I
It's
have a
called
reason.
spite.
Yeah, I have a reason to be spiteful, and I'm mean. And when people...
But you're already that way.
I'm not.
Why don't you use your exercise journey to improve your state of mind?
I'm trying. I'm really trying. But like, again,
That's all we can ask.
The $200 is not motivating me. Me being skinny is motivating me. But when I get on the scale, after I just like walked 4 miles and it's just like 189, I'm like,
Did you think you were going to lose weight after
Yes!
walking an hour on the
Yes!
treadmill? How many calories did you burn?
like 900?
No, you didn't. Not walking for an hour. Did you burn 900?
Like
you probably
like
burned
400.
275
I would say
calories.
like 400,
Okay.
probably.
Did you eat more than 400 calories yesterday?
No, because well,
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I mean,
You're not in a calorie deficit.
I thought you meant like after that meal. I'm saying I didn't hit my calories for the day.
Do you weigh yourself every time you get off the treadmill?
Yes.
And you expect to be 5 pounds lighter?
I'm like, let me go poop real quick and let me see if.
Well, that would do it more than walking on a treadmill for an hour would.
Yeah, no. I just gotta stick with it. I just gotta stick with
Just
it.
weigh yourself when Mary weighs you. Have you weighed him this week?
No, I did because I don't think it's necessary every
it's
week
going
for
to be
4 months.
I was saying it's going to be a
I
pound.
want you guys to do it every week. That's for our entertainment.
Okay, we can do it every
so that
week.
we can keep a record of where he is. How often are we going to weigh him?
I was thinking once a month.
Once a month?
I think once a week.
It's 3 months away.
Once a week.
Once a week, I don't care.
Okay, fine. But then someone has to bring in a scale downtown. Because
there's a gym right in our building.
We have to. It's not in our building. It's like around on the other side of Prospect.
Yeah, walk where we park. You go, bro, let me use your scale. He goes, you have a membership? Shut up. Let me use your scale. I'm not going to pay you $10 a month to use your scale, dummy.
See.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That's fine.
Or I'll bring a scale from home.
Fine.
It's going to be real cumbersome to carry, though, because it's one of those
I'll
big,
just pick
tall
him
ones
up
with the
and
weights
guess.
on it.
Yeah, there you go.
He's feeling about 187
This is
today.
87.
Let me just stand on you.
So you're at what now?
I was at 189 last night.
189, okay.
Because I told Mary, because she told me because I was crash dieting, all the weight that I had will come
But you're
back.
going to lose more weight if you lift. You don't have to power lift. You're going to lose more weight if you lift weights
Right. But
than if you walk on
listen,
the treadmill.
this is also someone who has 0 gym experience. So let him start here.
But what I'm
He's
saying
got
is,
4 months.
what I'm saying for a guy who's weighing himself after he gets off the treadmill, he would actually see a change more quickly if he lifted.
Well, yes, but not. You're always going to weigh more after a workout. Always. You weigh more after you work out than you do before.
I'm just talking about. He clearly wants to see some kind of change, and if he's not seeing it on the scale, he would at least see it incrementally if he was lifting.
Lifting will change your body faster than cardio 100% of the time. But do you know how to lift on your own? Like, are you comfortable going into a gym and knowing exercises to do on
Yeah,
your
pick
own?
up a weight and lift it.
No,
go
you
on
can get
YouTube and
really
look.
hurt.
He's not going to get hurt. He's going to have 10-pound weights.
Right, but if he's not doing it correctly and then he busts his shoulder, now he can't do anything
There's
for
a
2
million
weeks.
You think he's going to
tutorials
look
on
like the
YouTube.
balloon guy outside a car dealership?
I don't know. I
He
don't
has-
know his level of
I
experience.
do it on YouTube.
Yeah, with all the gay dudes he follows on social media, you don't think he knows how to lift?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know
he
what
knows.
his gym experience is.
You've lifted weights before, correct?
I have lifted weight before, so I'm not.
There you go.
I'm not a pro.
Wait, not wait. So just wait.
One weight.
He has lifted a weight.
It was a weight, and then I said wait. I'm not. I can't do it.
Wait, don't lift me. All right. Anyway,
What about push-ups?
there was sewage overflow.
That's good.
Push-ups are great.
Okay, maybe I'll do push-ups.
Yeah.
That's-
Or if there's a rowing machine at the gym or something like that. Rowing machine's dynamite.
Rowing
That works
machine's
everywhere.
great.
So hard. What?
Are you okay?
What?
She's like, ah!
Stretching.
She's like a lion over there. She's like yawning and
I didn't
stretching.
make a
and-
noise.
Huh?
I kept it quiet. I didn't make a noise. I wasn't like,
By the way, they say this is the first time in exactly a year that the overflow has happened at Edgewater Park. So if you're down there, that Detroit Shoreway area, and Edgewater Beach is your preferred area, you had a good year. You had a whole year until poop. The combination of sewage and stormwater that exceeded the capacity of the 25-year-old system. Beachgoers are asked to avoid contact with the water and woody debris. I don't know who this woody debris guy is.
oh, you know.
But if
He
you
was
see-
supposed to help out with the live stream today, and he didn't show up.
that son of a beach.
busy.
So, yeah.
So then we had to get Flory Denog.
Who?
Flory Denog.
Flory Denog. Wow. That's a name.
It sure is.
Certainly is a name. Alan Cox Show After Hours line. If you want to call, you can anytime. It's 216-986-8903.
Hey, Alan, on Monday's show, Poundcake just asked, there must have been some conspiracies Alex Jones was correct about. You guys said no, there wasn't. There was a few, actually. Just to name some, he called out the Bilderberg Group when mainstream media said it didn't exist. Biggest one, before Snowden even came out with this, he said the NSA was spying on all of us, which ended up being true. He exposed Bohemian Grove.
I do
So there
remember
are
that.
some. Not that I condone, obviously, what he did in terms of the parents of Sandy Hook, but there are some that he was correct about. Hate the show. Bye.
Bye. I don't know what that guy's talking about. Alex Jones didn't uncover any. You can't uncover something that has a Wikipedia page.
What, the Bohemian Grove?
Bohemian Grove people knew about. Bilderberg meeting has been around since the 50s. That's the thing with Alex Jones is he
sells it as
he sells it. He packages it in a way. Operation Paperclip. The stuff from the 50s that everybody you're taking advantage of the public's ignorance about history is what you're doing. You're not uncovering anything. And you have InfoWars bookmarked but not Google. How does that happen?
As soon as they passed the Patriot Act, everybody knew that we were getting spied on all the time.
And who didn't think we were anyway? Like he uncovered Bohemian Grove. No, he didn't.
They had never had footage from inside of
That's not uncovering it. But to me, uncovering is, here's something none of you know exists.
But no one knew what they did in there. They were just like, oh, it's a big campground for rich people. They never actually got to see a meeting there.
So
and
what?
It's like a bunch of crazy rituals and stuff. It's scary.
That's all nonsense.
They have a big owl there, and they light it on fire, and they do stuff.
They light an owl on fire. Oh, he uncovered the ceremonial lighting of the owl.
It's the Illuminati.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay. Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap, gay. Frogs friggin'
That's the other thing that some people said he was right about. He wasn't right about there was a pesticide that was castrating male frogs and essentially turning them female. But to Alex Jones, that means they're gay.
Gay frogs.
Right? If you make something more feminine, that makes it gay.
Can they do that to human
beings? That's Alex Jones's thing, huh?
Can you do if they did that to frogs and they just got rid of their genitalia? Can
Well, it's not getting rid of their genitalia. I mean, you're asking if they can castrate humans chemically?
I mean,
yes.
yes.
Yes, you can do that. So yeah, he was like, because that was one that pivoted too. Because if you cast your mind back, Alex Jones was first saying that the government had a chemical that was turning, he called it a gay bomb, that they were going to encourage and further the gay agenda with chemicals so that people don't have children. That was what he said way back. And then he kind of pivoted to, they're making frogs gay because of blah, blah, blah. And there were pesticides in the water that was kind of doing things like that. But it was no big Alex Jones reveal. I'll tell you that there was one element, though, of that. The prosecution's getting all of his texts and those things are trickling out. And the strange thing that I thought that nobody was picking up on was, one of the first things that was mentioned was that in that trove of information, there were intimate photos between he and Roger Stone. And I didn't, the phrase intimate photos seemed to kind of go over everybody's head. And I was like, gee, I wonder what that's about. Were Alex Jones and Roger Stone, I couldn't imagine they were doing something with each other. It turns out that Alex Jones was sending Roger Stone nude pictures of his wife.
I knew it was going to be something like that. He seems like the exact type of guy that would do something like that. I knew that's what it was. They were like, hey, bro, check out my...
But your own wife?
Look what I got.
Maybe she might have consented to it. I don't know anything about the nature.
Yeah, they're swingers. You don't know.
That's true. I don't know the nature of any of that.
I knew that's what it was.
I think Roger Stone's gone on record as being... pretty open about his sexuality and stuff like that.
I was going to say, who knew he even liked girls? Yeah. Is he all over the place, Roger Stone?
Well, I just heard it.
Certainly is
there's
a dandy.
that documentary about him, and he called himself a trisexual. I'll try anything you
want.
Hey.
He's a dabbler.
He's a dandy. Yeah. He complained, Alex Jones complained on his show that a naked picture of his wife was in those texts.
Wait a minute. So he's still allowed to do his show during all this?
Yeah. He's
think
not
they
in
would
jail.
Shut that down just for.
They can't shut it down.
I'm saying you think he would.
No,
like,
that's
hey,
where his
why
mouth-
don't I shut my mouth
This
while
is-
I'm under
he's
investigation?
making-
He was doing it during the trial. He would do his show every day, and he'd have graphics. You didn't see the
God.
graphics of the judge with flames, and she's a
No.
pedophile. And yes, that's why that judge was talking to him like, "This isn't your show. You have to tell the truth in here. This isn't your made-up reality. This is."
I got sued one time, and my lawyer was like, "Stay off the internet until
Yes.
this is over." And I didn't listen. And
Why didn't you listen?
Because I
weren't you
wanted-
terrified of being in some kind of litigation?
Not really, but I looked up the lady who was suing me, and I went back. I was looking through her Instagram.
Why
to
was
try
she
to
suing
find,
you?
A car accident.
Okay.
I don't know how much I'm allowed to talk about, to be honest with you. I mean, it's all done and over with for
all
a few
settled.
years.
Yeah.
It's all settled. But she was making wild accusations. God, I want to say them, but can I get in trouble for
You're not saying her name.
saying details of the case, though? Isn't that like
It's all-
public information?
I don't
Go
know.
look
Did
it
you
up.
sign a gag order or like?
But what was her accusation?
She was saying that because she got hurt in the accident, she couldn't breastfeed her child, and because she couldn't breastfeed her child developed like learning disabilities.
I see.
So she was trying to sue me for an inordinate amount of money for like pain and suffering.
That's a
and
huge reach on her part, too.
That's a huge reach.
Yeah.
So I was looking back through her Instagram.
But you didn't go to your lawyer and go look what she's doing?
Well, no. I was looking through her Instagram to see what was going on in her life around the time of the accident.
I see.
I was just doing some little, some of my own
Investigation.
research.
Yeah.
And I accidentally liked one of her pictures. And I called my lawyer.
Can't you immediately unlike?
You can, but I think they
It's
still
still
get the
get a
notification. And I called my lawyer, and I was like, I messed up. You might want to know about this. He goes, I told you to stay off the internet. This is exactly. I was like, I just want to see what's going on our Instagram.
Can that be taken as like witness intimidation or something?
No,
Like,
nothing like that. But
If you have notifications set up.
everyone does. As
I
soon as
don't.
you
It's
sign-
Instagram.
It
No.
won't send you a push notification. It
go-
won't show up on there. But when you log in, you'll see Mary
So-and-so liked your
Santora
post,
liked your
yeah.
post from 4 years ago.
Oh, well, I don't see that.
Yes, you do.
How?
You tap the little heart, all of your notifications show up. You probably just don't tap the little heart.
That's what I'm saying. She would have to do that. Maybe she doesn't
I
do
would
that.
say
every
95% of people who
yes.
have social media do that.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I go onto my Instagram, and let's say I go onto a photo here.
No, not
No,
a
no,
photo.
no.
Go to your Instagram.
open it up.
Just
Yep.
open Instagram.
Yep.
Okay. And then in the top right corner, there's a little heart. And then when you click that little heart in the top right corner, that's where all of your notifications show up.
I don't
That
have
show
a
you-
heart.
Activity.
Yes, you do.
I have the hamburger.
No, you have a heart. Let me see your phone. No, hit the home page. The home. The
the-
little bottom left.
Bottom left homepage.
Top right heart.
Heart,
That's
yeah.
all of your notifications. That tells you everyone who's commented on anything, liked anything,
Oh,
followed
I see what you
you.
mean. I see what you
Yes,
mean.
so it would show up there.
So if you immediately unlike it,
I think
it doesn't
I think
matter.
it
It's
still shows up
really
like that. I did.
You don't
like
get a
it
grace
one point.
period.
I don't think so.
I think
You
it
can't
would
undo it.
disappear though.
How
I
did
don't
you
think it does.
accidentally like a photo?
Because you just double tap it. So I was like trying to scroll, accidentally tapped
I
it
see.
twice, and then
Did it work?
showed up.
Did that?
it didn't come up.
I was
in
gonna say
court.
that didn't come into play for anything.
Right. But I'm saying I'm surprised his legal counsel didn't say, "Hey, stay off your." What are you doing?
He doesn't talk to his lawyers,
guess
and
that's
there's no
true, too.
way. There's no way that he's going to not do his show.
Yeah.
He's a madman. He doesn't care about any of this. Like people have
That's his
worked with him,
income.
they're like he doesn't care, so he's going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because you got to get out there and tell the rubes that this is all made up and blah blah blah, whatever. But how weird that you're sending Roger Stone naked pictures of your wife. Maybe that's their thing. Maybe that's their vibe. I don't know. And plus, I don't know if this was the ex-wife or the current wife.
Did he
'Cause
get
he's
married
been
again?
Oh yeah, he got married again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Glutton for punishment out there, some lady. I'm going to break. If you want to text in here, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. You can watch there, hit us up otherwise, and you can listen anywhere on the iHeart